Hello and karibuni tena. This is Gloppy Makena. Remember, this is where we bring you the cream. The la creams as always in your girl Makena. Karibuni sana. Remember to subscribe, like, share, comment. Come on, watch interviews zangu bila kusubscribe jamani. You're hurting my feelings. Anyways, guys. Oh yeah. This look done by Becca Spa and Barber Shop. My nails done by Makuta. So guys, and my videographer. Yeah, Justin Young. And today we have an inspirational guy with me. Lot meamua kidogo. Tukikoma celeb, being celeb kivyake baby, na atatuambia. So this guy was aspiring to take up a seat. Atatuambia kama alipata. He was buying for MCA KCT. Were you buying what did you? Were you thinking of buying? Okay, atatuambia. Alright, and he's the books, the entrepreneur, businessman. So guys, yeah, for my business people, when you're I'm here to give you some tips. You know, so he has a car dealership in those place, and yeah, he'll tell us more about him. Drum roll to a very hello.
Thank you. I'm very well. How are you? Asante.
Asante for having us today. It's such an honor.
Yeah. I'm really encouraged when I see young people. If just believe, begin, and become. Because I asked myself, I was like 10 years down the line, will be the same. Like anything you get taught, we will be far. Yeah, congratulations. I'm doing a good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Correct.
So information yeah. But tuambie what you name, umezaliwa wapi, your passport. Just give us a background check on you.
Brief. Good. Okay, for me, I'd say I'm a son. I'm the firstborn son to my lovely mother, Jane Wawero. My single mom was daughter of a single mom, and I pick up the energy that I have till today and the zeal that I have to work and towards life because of the zeal that I saw my mom bringing me up with my small sister and my other bad sister, Wangari. My second sister is called Njoki, and my third one is called Wangari. So rather than that, being the firstborn, businessman, I'm a politician.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. What else? And then what I can say more? I can say I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a born again Christian. Yeah. Napenda word of God sana. Napenda kwa putting myself out because na believe kama siko
interesting. Anything else? Primary, high school,
primary education. Anyway, my education is a bit funny. I would, as we have been saying, I would love to continue. Primary school, I went to Cornerstone Academy, and from there, Cornerstone Academy is in I grew up in Nairobi most of my life. I don't think
Where exactly Nairobi?
Kasarani.
Oh.
Yes. Kasarani. Sina Femiwani. Manimba. So hapo Kasam, I studied in Zima for my primary, but I went to Cornerstone Academy. But before that, I was in Nairobi International School. I went to Cornerstone Academy. Then from there, I went to primary again. Tulipelekwa body. Sile wale tulipelekwa body. 5. Fair enough. Tukapelekwa Kerogoya municipality. Big up Kerogoya municipality. Mr. Solomon. Director. Karibu zipote. And Mr. Kitora, the high school, the head teacher. Yeah. Then from there, I was called to Kianyaga High School. That was one hell of a journey. I missed Kianyaga, but Onyago.
From 1 to 4.
From 1 to 4. Walijaribu.
Tell us about this.
Si tulikuwa tuwalo wasi, tulikuwa la mode fulani tu lazima angekam. I was very much in drama and all these things. But tulikuwa mnajua students wa Nairobi ni wale kama mnasomea. Ocha, kitu yote tu ifanyike mbaya kwa shule. I have the following list. Hata kama ulikuwa kwa suspension, David Morale, sijui nani, Peter Son Wawero, nani huko hapo. So, but it was good, it was fun. I had a lot of fun in high school. because it was my time of rebel. I remember I just lost my dad in class 8, so that was one of the turning around point for me. So high school, I did a lot of energy to drama and co-curricular activities.
Just to occupy your mind.
Just to occupy my mind, because I believed that I would be there probably with a pilot, but I'm thankfully not. I'm following in his footsteps because he was a businessman too.
Oh.
And now I'm a businessman. So
Yeah.
from there, I joined Nairobi Aviation College, where I did my diploma in journalism. Then went back before I joined aviation. I was in Kenya National Theatre for a while. But I was acting, yes, I did Jicho 4.
Wow.
When Jicho 4 was Jicho 4. Jicho 4 Productions. Because I knew it was Shakespeare. In sooth, how we did those actings, Then that's when I decided to, like, since it was not paying, we did not have, hiyo ndio time tulikuwa na ma cement na marolon kama zile masimu. Hatukuwa na ma. So the internet was not open.
Which year was that? 20? Unaongea kama ni 1990.
Kitambo, we're talking about 2008, 2010, 2012. It was a bit.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, hatukuwa na hizo masimu by then. So we were still struggling. Ndio ma ideas zikatokea. Bado picture quality ilikuwa mbaya. Mimi nilikuwa natumia work trick. What work trick was, but it was so far so good. Then from there, that's when I went into business.
So did you complete your diploma in journalism?
Yes, I did. Yes,
oh, you graduated?
Yes, I graduated.
Alright, so now let me take you back kidogo basi, because when you spoke, when you said you were a product of a single mom,
yes,
I thought your dad wasn't in the picture the whole time.
No, my dad.
Since you were born, was he in the picture?
Yes, my dad was in the picture. He was a very loving father, and I want to be one too.
Yeah.
I'm putting myself out there. I will be a very loving father.
Oh, he's single.
No. But I'm aspiring to be a father. I'm already now an uncle to a very beautiful niece. She's called Boyani, and also to Wangari, who's a daughter. My two small sisters.
Your small sisters are married?
Yeah, both of them, yes.
You're the one for market peke yako? Ama wako kwa market like kuna mtoto wako? Hapa we hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, life happens. We would not say we are really back in the market. We're just concentrating on work. Life happens. Yeah. It's a part of my life that I would say I've been in a relationship, but currently I'm not in one. So we are just now not in a hurry to be in another one. Yeah. We just want to grow Shupavu.
Character development. Alright.
I think the msiseme tulisikiza tukidwe na tutete.
Na America. Alright. So going back to your dad again.
Yes. Dad was really loving, and I lost my dad in 2004, just before.
You finished class 8.
I finished my class 8, and that was a moment in my life that pains me till today.
Yeah.
Because me and my dad were best friends.
I'm sorry to ask, but what really happened? Accidents?
Through carjacking. There was a time that people were being carjacked so much. My dad had just brought, he was actually coming to visit me on Sunday, I remember that Sunday.
In school?
Yeah, when I was in Kirogo. And he had really bought this Toyota 100. It was nice. It had some alloy rims, a spoiler. The music system was good. But something just, he never made it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he never made it.
So were you almost doing your KCP?
Yes.
How was the news delivered to you? Because I'm trying to imagine now you're about to sit for your national examination.
My dad was really a friend of mine, as I said earlier. So every Sunday or every 2 Sundays of the weekend, he would come and visit me. I think I was the most visited child or student in Kiroga municipality. Yeah. So he would come a lot. So that Sunday I was waiting for him because he had not come there at all. And I knew he would show up. Because, me and my dad had this kaswan. We always had just our swan, So it was breaking. My auntie came, picked me on, now it happened on Sunday, on Monday. And when you see your mom, you don't see your mom, you see your auntie and someone else, and they've come to pick you, to take you home. You're like, It's already cold. Like I can feel the same cold that I felt right at that particular time. It was a cold shivering moment. And when we were driving, I'm like, simuliambie mom na dad wako nini happens in short. You could just tell because she's all gloomy. She doesn't want to look at me directly in the eyes. You could see she's shedding some tears. And she's called Mama Sylvia, Mama Auntie Sylvia, thank you. She stood with us. So we went home. I met everyone. Najua mkiona kwenye sasa ndio watu kuchaizi na pikwa, watu ni wengi. And there's a fellowship ongoing. I knew. And when I saw my mom, I knew something that happened.
So your mom was under the news and auntie?
My mom did.
Your mom did?
My mom did. But I could see, unaona portrait yake, imewekwa candles. Najua I became rebellious. I remember I became that, and that is something you should all go through because I probably hurt my mom a lot in that period of being rebellious. But also as being rebellious, I realized that I've got other talents and things that I was really looking up to. So I concentrated a lot on co-curriculum. Because by the time I was in class 8, my dad had given me a car and I knew I would be a pilot. Right? I think I would be the most boring pilot. Or I would not even have made it to be a pilot. Yeah? Because I always admired my dad. He would wake up in the morning, come back home with a new car.
What business was he doing? Was it
same?
Actually, car dealing.
Actually, he was not a car dealer, but then he was doing executive car hire. So I believe he even got a very nice contract at the EU and he became now society and you see ndio ana manage ma VIP kuwapeleka magari manini. So tour vans and everything, you know. His style, you know, his sunglasses, like I always have them with me. I've never left them here. You know, his watches, his swag, his cologne, the way he smells. He was just a fun-loving guy. Right? So I realized that more and more I'm becoming. And that's something I admire more than I think I admire anyone else. So I just tell you, just do you.
Heal the way you know.
Heal the way you know best. Don't rebel. I would say that. Don't involve yourself in drugs because I remember all the time when I went to high school. Since now I became an outgoing person. You know, I was not now reserved as per se. I became outgoing.
Oh, Kitambo, you are an introvert.
I was introverted. It just changed. I was not really introverted as per se because I would sing in choir, I would be performing church, things like that. But now I became more aggressive. I was the best actor 4 years in a row. So you can imagine. So that can be confused with rebellion. You can be told, hey, actors unafuta bangi, unakunywa, unafanya hii. I remember there's a teacher who used to just call me every time just to look at my hand to see whether I'm bad.
Wow.
Because I knew maybe I would just talk in front of the parade. Really? You know, so when I went to attack lead strike, and you're not just leading a strike, you just want to make people happy. So I was in each and every club. Agriculture, science club, maths club.
Funky sort Did you indulge? When did you indulge in drugs? Was it in high school?
Never.
You never indulged in drugs?
Never at all.
Yeah. So
never.
Yeah.
Lakini sahi whisky sikabaya.
But that ile mbaya.
Tulianza tupunguze rais lakini tumepunguza lakini whisky sikabaya.
#don't drink and drive. #drink better.
Yes.
Not more.
Yeah, sure. And drink just to be excited about growth that you are with people. Yeah, because now even drinking again, we can come to that story later. We can fast forward. Even drinking can be an issue because when I lost the elections. Yes.
Cooler pose. I was for elections. That is an exclusive by itself. Because I'm like, definitely in the campaigns, there's a lot of money that had to go into it.
Yes.
I was actually to ask, did you have to sell cars to come to get your money? How was it? Sponsoring.
Yes.
Guys, if you know, if you have a friend or a family member who's ever been, into politics, whether you win or lose, you know how much that goes with it. Yeah, so that's an exclusive on its own. So guys, Before that, start with your gist. You are not you itakuwa an episode on its own because what? I can imagine. Yes. But the good thing is you're doing good. You still maybe it's not vile ulikuwa but at least ujaanguka au uko ushago, ujarudi ushago.
If you were God. So
it's God, yeah.
It's all good. It's
yeah.
Because I know there are so many people who bind, and I know what they're
going through right now. You're not like partly off. At least you can afford 3 meals a day, you know. You're not badly off.
Amen.
So then he's playing all this guy. Okay, that's okay. Anyways.
Yes.
Alright, so hiyo nini imekuwa intriguing. Sijui bado imekuwa so personal to me.
Yes.
Hiyo story ya budako ya.
Yeah.
Umesema you never went for therapy.
Yes.
At some point did you come to apologize to your mom for being, you know, you of course she understood you as a child.
Yes.
And she understood the loss.
Yes.
But then again she's also mourning.
Yes.
And definitely a mom would show you because she's trying to protect you.
Yes, in fact my mom she became the strongest pillar.
So when did you realize that, oh my God, I'm hurting my mom in the process? And did you have to apologize for it? How did you make it up to her?
Life for me, I remember when Dad was there, it was 100.
Yeah.
So when Dad left, it was a whole shift. By a whole shift, I mean that we lost almost everything. So we
he was the breadwinner.
She was the breadwinner.
Okay.
So my mom has to start again. And her zeal. You know my mom, and this is something I'm really proud of till right now.
Yeah.
And I know she'll see this.
And
I don't mean to mom check her too, but you really amenishock to your man sana. Unajua being a single mom, I've seen my friends who have also come from families like that, and I've heard stories. Yeah, uncles. Kumbe kuja kujua uncle.
I was actually to ask that. But how before that,
uncle alikuwa uncle kusaidia na benefits.
Yeah.
I never saw that with my mom. My mom became so zealous in her job. So
she was working, but she
was working from home, small scale business.
Okay.
So she upgraded the small scale businesses. She started making soap in detergent koroga.
And I have an auntie that.
And she started doing now a bigger large scale. And I remember saa zingine nilikuwa na feel aibu sana nikimpeleka kwa hizo detergents kukoroga na
so because you're from the school
kid. I was now cool kid now sasa nimerudi. Yeah, but I think that's why I got my zeal and I got the zeal from mom, because as much as we koroga like this ningeambiwa unajua ukiuza hiyo loan yako.
So you're reaping your benefits.
Yeah, I'm just reaping my benefits. Yeah, so my mom built a house, I remember, and she does very well. She's now a pastor. She's a deacon at Bishop of Communist Church. Yeah. On the side hustle again, yani amefanya tu small scale businesses. Na hizo ndio zilifanya nikuje kukumbuka na kumkata story moja ile na shida nikisema ilifanya video na nilikuwa naumiza mom sana. Ni ile siku nampata akilia na niuliza okay. Namuuliza mom nalia nini? Ananiambia nafaa kumaliza hii mjengo, but sijamalizwa kulipwa. Na gari gani? Volvo. Namza Volvo gani? Ile Volvo yangu niliuza na nilikuwa usiuze, nilikuwa nimepatiwa
kama gift.
Nilikuwa nishapewa na dad. Na dad. Ndio alikuwa anajua nitapass tu. So akaniambia gari ni yako, so you do whatever you want to do. It was a very cool car. It was a Volvo 244 GLE. We bought it from Matiba. Had a sunroof, it had a power windows, you know.
And that is 204 or as in I can imagine.
Yes. No. Okay. So it was so I remember the conversation I had with my dad that gari si ufunguo. You are not yet of age. For you to be able to drive this car legally on the road, you have to be 18. But now you have to drive it to the president of an adult, and I will not allow you to drive it. It's not my president. So what I will do, in case to have you do, so unajua tunataka kujenga. Hii ndio gari. Me, I'm looking at a 3-page old thing imeishaisha. Kumbe that's the logbook.
Oh my days. Tell unasikia ndo ndio.
So akaniambia hiki kitu feature. Yes. Now penye hata is feature. I said I'm still not.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Nipata. I told me this is hata mimi siwezi kuweza kutransfer hii gari kuuzia mtu kama sina hilo. So feature kwa vitu zako Ndio hata kama tutahama ndio kwa nyumba kubwa. Ndio uta collect. So that I looked at my mom.
Mbona uliuza lakini acha
Ni mama said we had to build the house.
Oh, mom aliuza.
She had to build her house. So
I thought nile tu
no, she had to build the house. We needed the finances.
Yeah, definitely.
We had to, because we were in a rental. Now she can no longer afford to pay a rental for a 4-bedroom house, so she had to build her own house. Very fast.
Yeah.
She did that very fast. So when she did that, I think you're there. I went to my luggages. My mom broke down. And you're going to go back on the story ni uongo.
Now this is proof.
This is proof.
Yeah.
Ambia so huko umeweza kulipwa sawa shika. Kulipwa.
Yeah.
Kalipwa kamaliza hao.
Why investigations done by the way? Because I remember I've had such a similar story of hijacking. Yeah, Baba Joyce Maina. There's a celebrity called Joyce Maina who lost her dad. Similarly, it's almost the same way.
Yes.
And investigations were done, but sijui kama ukweli julikana. So for your end, did you guys go for the court cases?
It was quite sad. It was quite sad in the beginning because my mom was the first one being accused. Murdering my dad. You can imagine the
by the relatives, by
the relatives. All in a squabble to get whatever was left of us. Mind you, they had taken almost everything. And tries to mean India for one.
So hakuna breadwinner?
Kuna breadwinner.
Businesses that are whatever zishichukuliwa. Mama
anakiziwa. Mimi nasoma na basari.
How did you guys win the case?
We prayed. Let me tell you something that my mom has taught me till today, and I thank God that we fight all our battles on our knees. She was not acquitted, she was not guilty of anything. Yeah? My mom told us, leave that case alone, never follow it up. Yeah? Justice will come to be justice.
So, did you finally find just some idea to you?
Yeah,
you're at peace?
I'm at peace, I'm not even concerned.
Yeah.
Imagine I'm not.
Have you forgiven your relatives?
Yes, I have. I love them to death.
Are you guys okay?
Yeah, we talk.
Oh, after you grew up? Like,
I grew up, went back to Shupavu.
I'm fine, but it is what it is.
I found Shupavu is even dead than even when we left it. There's a way God knows how to do it.
Yeah. And mom?
Mom is fine.
Did she forgive them as in?
Mom, she forgave them a long time ago.
Yeah.
She was the first one to forgive them.
Before
her. Then we had my small sister who's just an amazing person. She's so bright, she's so full of wisdom. She can just speak wisdom in this room. And she's quiet, she doesn't talk too much, but I send her to really tattoo. And right now she's one of the biggest directors at Bay East Africa.
Wow.
Imagine, see God. Yes.
Find your battles on your knees.
Yes. She's not struggling.
Yeah. You're not struggling.
Yeah. Mama says, oh, she's living very well.
And mom is comfortable as well.
They built a very nice house for themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah? Imagine, my mom lives in her own house. She drives her own car. She's a deacon right now. She makes her own money. Hata saa zingine na kangeki nasikia mama ametumia 5,000 kwa kumlomba mama mimi.
Mimi niko sawa.
Sidai. She's like, no.
Pejibangu manzi.
Like that you umenitega na ukijana yako karibu kupata.
Ashajua na msalama.
Ashajua. So, najua mama nataka karibu inakuja.
Hata pressure bidii ya visa na pressure. Hata kwa ile jokes ya. Hai manzi uko that way manzi. So fanya kitu ya gani? Nataka mtukuu, nataka sijui nani. Ashaanza kuambia indirectly.
Yes.
She started.
Yeah, she has. But she's happy.
Yeah.
She's happy because she tells me I'll be a father of many nations. Yeah. Because already right now their kids are sponsored.
Oh wow. You have like a program?
Yeah. Not really like a program.
Oh, like personally?
Just personally. You know, being brought up by a single mom and just seeing how kids going through. Yeah. I just support a person, support the mom and the single mom on a bed and a suffer. And I would say like, this 4 years fees are paid.
Yeah. Wow.
Just like that.
Yeah.
So, hizo ndio vitu nafanyanga tu. So my mom is like, don't worry, God will see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Natalipisha.
Yeah.
What's the best memory uko nayo ya mamako as a single mama? The best moment unakuanga ni hapa mama uliweza mwanzo. Hapa.
I think it's every day. Wow. Every day with my mom is the best moment. I got the name Shupavu from her.
Shupavu in English means for the wazungu wenye tunawatch.
Shupavu is someone
confident. Yeah.
Simba is a lion. And you don't just do things kama umenyeshewa, unanipata. When tukitengeneza hiyo soap tulikuwa tunatengeneza kama tukiimba, unanipata. Moyo Yesu, moyo. We would sell food. Yani when we go to sell to someone, we are happy, you know. As much as you're making 300 shillings, you're already very happy that you're making that 300 bob and it's yours. It's not borrowed. You've worked for it.
Legally.
It's legally yours. So that's the best thing about my mom. Every single day.
Yeah.
Every single day. I don't. Every single day, my mom. The way she dances, the way she prays, especially there. Yeah. She prays until heaven comes. Unajua wale mapema anaombanga akiwa bedroom kama anapigwa nika analia. She wails. And let me tell the power of a praying woman. Be a prayerful woman. Pray and wail. In fact, even it's written in the Bible somewhere that even there's a time, I don't know if it's prophets or called, Jesus called, I will tell the wailing women to wail for me so that I will hear you.
Oh my God, that is deep.
Yes.
And I really wish in this generation,
yes.
honestly, and the sad truth is,
Yeah.
I would say the majority, but a lot of us, I don't really generalize, us young girls who are going to be moms maybe in the next 5 years, we are not prayerful.
Yeah.
And by saying we, I'm not saying me, but I'm just saying generally, most of us. And that's, yani, unajua kila wakati uko kwa shida unasemanga, wale kama sema mbia mamangu, singekuwa hapa. Sasa watoto watakuwa sema nini? Kama sema mbia nani ashosho? Come on guys, let's do better, let's be better.
Sikimbililia sherehe.
Hata sherehe ikiwa at least balance in.
Yeah, you see,
Mungu mbele jamani.
You know, families have been kept by mothers who used to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. 3 a.m. to pray when God hears you nicely. And she wakes us all up just to pray. Yeah. It's something that is important. Till date, nasikianga tu kwa WhatsApp kwa family wake up and pray.
Yeah. A prayerful family is a family that prays together, stays together.
Yes.
And wow, you guys. But okay, before that talk aside, since we gotten into the religion, we've seen a lot of pastors who are coming up and they're fake. Not I'm talking silly quote. But there are these pastors who are coming up, they are scripting miracles with Jesus on a script, you know. And then which do you go to church actually right now?
Yes.
So you're not among the people who give excuses of you know, pastors when get to know what's the importance of going to church?
I remember since my mom is now a deacon at Bishop Obonyo's church. Bishop Obonyo is still right now still in mine. He's still my bishop. Since by what do you say, by mom's extension. But I don't go to mom's church anymore. She serves there in Maradaima. But currently I'm serving under Bishop Eric Mwani in New Bridge City Chapel up Kiambu Road. And I'll tell you this, go where the anointing is. Your heart will tell you where the anointing is. If your anointing is in those masinema, you go to those masinema. You will forever remain in that cinema. But if you go to a church that speaks about the marketplace, and speaks about leaders and business people and politicians in the market, Christians who are in the marketplace, doing something strong about it, where you can say, hey, what I have to do this in the marketplace. That is something I'm following. That is the anointing, that's the altar I'm looking for. We do not need broke Christians. We don't need excuses. And we don't need to be always on our knees, praying that God bless me, bless me. You are blessed when you go, you are blessed. No. Go where you are taught.
Bless and work.
Go taught where you are taught to go into the marketplace. That's exactly how Jesus was. He went into the marketplace.